Let's talk about Chipotle. About 2.5 years ago, I was down in California at California State Northridge University doing an eating club workshop, assisting with Dr. Ed Thomas. And on the third day, it was a Sunday, they brought us lunch, and it came from none other than Chipotle. So, of course, I was apprehensive about getting food from one of these chain stores, but my reservations were put at ease when I got one of the pamphlets in my hands they had sent in there with food. Come to find out, Chipotle has a really good message. They ship in all their food locally. They don't allow GMOs. They try to get as much organic produce as they can, and their meats are free of hormones and antibiotics. So that being the case, they definitely get the Libre seal of approval in my book. So I angrily and hungrily devoured my steak salad, which had little strips of steak on it, and I felt okay with it. Come to find out, fast forward actually to a couple weeks ago, and what happened was there was all this scuttlebutt going on about E. coli being present in food in Chipotle. It was actually, I think, in December, but it just started breaking news recently. So, of course, I got behind the scenes and I did my work as a special ops director of the Lean Braze, and come to find out, there was not one single piece of food found that had an actual reason for the E. coli virus to be present, meaning the food wasn't contaminated at all. What it was this thing called bioterrorism occurred, and all the fingers of blame are being pointed back to the Monsanto organization and corporation as a way to plant, if you will, some kind of virus or bacteria in the food to make people sick, to make it look like it was actually Chipotle, when in reality, the distributor of food that goes to Chipotle distributes to other restaurants as well, and not a single other restaurant had any problems whatsoever. And all the rest of the restaurants don't come clean and say GMO free on their menus. However, being that Chipotle does do that, they got singled out, so they sent in a hack, if you will, to contaminate their food. So this big outbreak of E. coli occurs, it gets national attention, and in the bottom line, there was nothing even wrong with the food at all. It was implanted by some kind of behind-the-scenes dude who works for Monsanto or one of the like corporations that are involved with them. So that's just plain unacceptable in my opinion. I don't eat fast food very often. The closest I would come is like a Chipotle or a Subway if I'm in need of something. I haven't eaten actual fast food in a long time, McDonald's or Burger King or any of those. But when these organizations that have really deep pockets and they're in bed with the government and they're in bed with everybody behind the scenes, it just turns my stomach to know that they have the power to do things like this and try to throw the good guys under the bus. So in reality, there's always two sides to every story. So never believe anything you hear about a company that may be legitimate before you know the full story. The CDC themselves, the Centers for Disease Control, they're the ones that came out and said this is a bioterrorism act. So you can call it what you want, but you know, us organic foodies are always being thrown under the bus saying, oh, there's no proof of this and there's no studies on that and whatever. That's a bunch of crap. The CDC, if they come clean and say something, you better listen to it, because they're like a nationally known, everybody believes them because they're on the doctor side of everything. And if they say something, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's true. So bottom line, eat Chipotle food, support these people, because they have a good message and they're clean. And at Lean Braze headquarters, we only condone and promote quality companies. We always have your best interest in mind. So that being the case, Chipotle gets the devil horns from K-Rail. What else is there to say? Let's just talk about snow shoveling really quick. I've been doing a ton of snow shoveling this winter, and let me tell you what, if you want a good workout, get your butt on the end of a shovel and start throwing snow. It's one of the greatest cardiovascular and all-around muscle-building workouts there is in the world. A lot of people don't know about it because a lot of you live in California, or you live in warmer climates, or you live in Northeast PA, in my hometown, where it's rain, sleet, snow, and you hardly shovel snow anymore. But when I was growing up in Northeast PA, I shoveled plenty of snow. And now that I'm in Park City, Utah, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, I have been shoveling a ton this winter. And let me tell you what, I look forward to it every single time. I love it. So if you have an opportunity to shovel some snow yourself, give it a whirl. And for the people who live in warm climates, you should take a spin out here in the Rockies. When some of these major storms hit in the winter, do a 5-day vacation. Start your day with some snow shoveling before you hit the slopes. That'll warm your body up really fast. It's a really good core workout as well. Anyway, I'm going to roll. So that's our discussion of the day. So think about that. I want you to ponder it. And if you have any questions or comments, get back to me at your earliest convenience. Later.